I'm in the East End of London. You wouldn't believe it. I'm in this calm, peaceful oasis that is Tower Hamlets Cemetery, an incredible place.
My name's Kenneth Greenway and I'm the manager here at Tower Hamlets Cemetery Park, and I work for the charity that care for the site. We're just behind Mile End Tube Station, literally a short 5-minute walk.
Now, standing here, you would never guess you were a 5-minute walk from Mile End Tube Station. I mean, the environment here is fantastic. What can you tell me about the history of this cemetery?
Historically, we're a closed cemetery. We're one of London's magnificent 7, so most people have heard of Highgate, Nunhead, Kensal Green, Brompton, West Norwood and Abney Park. We're the least well known and often the last to be visited, but it makes us no less special. We were an active cemetery up until 1966, when we were closed by Act of Parliament and redeclared a public park. So that's how we defend the heritage here, through managing it as a woodland nature reserve. We're the only woodland in the borough and the most urban woodland in London, and so we're all about creating a little piece of the countryside in the city.
Now, walking round the cemetery, I noticed the architecture of the various graves.
The architecture reflects the fashions of the time. They reflect people keeping up with the Joneses, all wanting to be seen to be modern and up to date. So a lot of the monuments will be kind of neoclassical or Gothic, and then as you move towards our closure, they become much more kind of traditional, just a regular kind of rounded top stone or squared. But they do reflect fashions.
On entering the cemetery, I did notice an attractive memorial.
That's probably our war memorial you're referring to there, so it's kind of a half-circle shape. So that's owned and managed by the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, and it remembers those from this particular area of Tower Hamlets who fought and died in either the First or Second World War. It was relocated in that position in the mid-1990s, so the original monument stood not quite far from us here, but was made from a stone that weathered poorly. It suffered from vandalism, so the Commonwealth War Graves Commission took the monument away, with a view never to have one here again, but we challenged that decision, and then in 1993 we had the plaques returned in a new monument.
How important is the park as opposed to the cemetery?
The cemetery and the park, one doesn't really exist without the other, because this reflects the diversity of East London. There are people from all over the world buried here, but it reflects that the community of East London has always changed. So the way we get people in to see that is by managing it as a park, having this little piece of the countryside in the city where people can enjoy unrivaled opportunities to see plants and animals. So the park is what people need. It's good for mental and physical well-being. It helps people feel better about where they live. And while we're here now, it's bird song that I'm having to raise my voice above. It's not traffic noise. I've swapped tower blocks for trees, and you know, it's wildlife that are sharing their personal lives with me, not human beings.
It's an oasis of calm.